You might believe that stiff, aching joints are simply the price we pay for getting older, that waking up sore, moving slower, or feeling hesitant to bend your knees is just how life works after a certain age. Many people accept this quietly. They assume the only options left are painkillers, injections, or surgeries they don't really want. But what if that assumption is wrong? What if one of the most powerful ways to support your joints, to nourish the cushioning that keeps them smooth and resilient, isn't locked behind a prescription counter, but sitting quietly in your own kitchen? Today, I want to share something that may completely change how you think about joint health. It's not a trendy supplement, it's not a miracle pill. It's a simple, time-tested food that cultures around the world relied on long before modern medicine existed. A warm, nourishing soup so rich in joint-supporting nutrients that many people refer to it as liquid gold. This isn't just comfort food, it's targeted nutrition. Nutrition designed to give your body the raw materials it needs to maintain, protect, and support the soft, flexible tissue inside your joints. The tissue that allows you to walk, bend, reach, and move without friction. And here's the most surprising part. The most powerful ingredient in the soup is something most of us have thrown away hundreds of times without realizing its value. Before we go any further, a quick but important note. This video is for educational purposes only and does not replace medical advice. Always consult your healthcare provider before making changes to your diet or health routine. All scientific sources used in this video are in the description. Now let's begin. Joint stiffness doesn't usually appear overnight. It creeps in slowly. First, it's a little tightness in the morning, then it takes longer to get moving. Eventually, everyday activities, stairs, gardening, walking the dog, start to feel like obstacles instead of pleasures. For millions of adults over 60, this becomes a silent struggle. People stop doing things they love, not because they want to, but because movement feels uncomfortable or uncertain. And that loss of confidence can be just as damaging as the physical stiffness itself. When it comes to joint health, those raw materials matter more than most people realize. Inside every healthy joint is a smooth, resilient cushioning tissue that absorbs shock and allows bones to glide past one another. This tissue is rich in collagen, water-binding compounds, minerals, and healthy fats. As we age, our ability to produce and maintain these components declines. The result is stiffness, reduced flexibility, and discomfort. The purpose of this soup is simple: to deliver those essential components in a form your body can actually absorb and use. Let's break it down. The foundation of this entire recipe is slow simmered bone broth. Bone broth is made by gently cooking animal bones, from chicken, beef, or fish, over many hours. This slow process extracts collagen, gelatin, amino acids, and minerals that are otherwise locked inside the bone matrix. Collagen is the most abundant protein in the human body. It forms the framework of connective tissue, including cartilage, tendons, and ligaments. But here's what many people don't realize. Collagen production naturally declines with age. By the time we reach our 60s and 70s, the body is producing far less than it once did. When you consume properly prepared bone broth, you're not just drinking protein, you're consuming collagen that has already been broken down into peptides, smaller units that are easier for the body to absorb. Research over the past decade has shown that these collagen peptides can be detected in joint tissues after consumption, suggesting they may contribute to maintenance and repair. This is one reason whole food collagen sources often outperform powdered supplements. The nutrients arrive in a natural matrix the body recognizes. But bone broth alone is just the beginning. The second powerful component comes from the sea, fish heads and backbones. I know that might sound unappealing at first, but stay with me. The cartilage-rich parts of fish are naturally high in glucosamine and chondroitin. These compounds help joint tissue retain water, giving it that springy, shock-absorbing quality. They're the same compounds found in many joint supplements, but here they come packaged with trace minerals and healthy fats that improve bioavailability. You don't eat the fish heads themselves. You simply simmer them in the broth for a few hours, then strain them out. What remains is a nutrient-dense liquid rich in joint-supportive compounds. Heat does not destroy these nutrients. In fact, it helps break them into forms that are easier to digest and absorb. Now we come to the ingredient that makes everything else work. Vitamin C. This is the secret weapon, and it cannot be skipped. Vitamin C is essential for collagen synthesis. Without it, the body cannot properly convert collagen peptides into functional connective tissue. In other words, you can consume all the collagen you want, but without vitamin C, much of it goes unused. That's why the soup includes vitamin C-rich ingredients like fresh parsley, bell peppers, or a squeeze of lemon juice added at the end. This ensures that the body has everything it needs at the same time to build and maintain joint tissue. Delivering vitamin C in a warm, easily digested soup is especially helpful for older adults who may struggle with absorption from raw foods or supplements. Next comes inflammation control. Joint discomfort is rarely just about wear and tear. Chronic, low-grade inflammation plays a major role. To address this, the soup includes turmeric and black pepper. Turmeric contains curcumin, a compound widely studied for its anti-inflammatory properties. Black pepper contains piperine, which dramatically increases curcumin absorption. Used together, they help calm the inflammatory environment inside joints, allowing repair processes to proceed more effectively. Many people notice less morning stiffness and improved comfort when this combination is used consistently. The fifth component focuses on lubrication. Healthy joints don't just need structure, they need smooth movement. That's where healthy fats come in. Adding coconut milk or olive oil provides fatty acids that support cell membranes and help maintain the viscosity of synovial fluid, the fluid that lubricates joints. Medium-chain triglycerides in coconut milk are especially easy to digest and can support overall cellular health. This addition also makes the soup more satisfying, encouraging consistency, which is critical for results. Finally, we address mineral support. Collagen assembly requires more than protein. It requires trace minerals like magnesium, manganese, and zinc. These minerals act as cofactors in the enzymes that build and maintain connective tissue. Dark, leafy greens and root vegetables provide these minerals in a highly bioavailable form. Adding them near the end of cooking preserves their nutrient content while allowing minerals to infuse into the broth. Together, these 6 components create a complete joint support system. Now let's address a few common myths. First, the idea that more calcium automatically means better joints. Calcium is important for bones, but joint cushioning relies more on collagen, water retention, and healthy connective tissue. Excess calcium without proper balance can even cause problems. Second, the belief that worn joints cannot improve. While severe damage takes time and medical care, the body is constantly renewing tissue. Providing the right materials supports this natural process. Third, the assumption that all supplements are equal. Many commercial supplements are poorly absorbed. Whole food delivery systems like this soup often outperform isolated compounds. Consistency is the final key. For the first 15 days, aim to consume 1 large mug of this soup daily. This floods the system with building blocks. At 30 days, pair the soup with gentle joint movement to improve circulation. By 60 to 90 days, many people report measurable improvements in comfort, confidence, and range of motion. This isn't about reversing time. It's about supporting the body you have right now. Imagine waking up without hesitation, standing up without bracing yourself, walking because you want to, not because you're testing your limits. This soup won't replace medical care when it's needed, but it can become a powerful foundation, one that nourishes your joints from the inside out. If this message resonated with you, please like this video, share your age and the activity you're hoping to enjoy again, and subscribe for more evidence-based, practical health guidance. Keep nourishing your body. Keep moving forward.